So I was told by my wife that I have to put this in front of my videos. So I'm not a real mechanic. Half the stuff I do is probably very incorrect, and don't do it. It's the name of the channel. Not a real mechanic. I am fubbing my way through all of this and just kind of making things up as I go along. But I've kind of been doing that for a while now, and it's working. I'm gonna keep doing that. But I do recommend, if I do things very weird, and will continue to do them until I catch fire or I really fuck something up. So until either one of those things happen, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So take everything I say with a grain of salt, everything I show you with a grain of salt, because chances are it's all wrong. Hopefully she approves of this message. Okay. 2011 Nissan Pathfinder, starter. Depending on which video you watch, wow, you guys are close. Back up. Depending on which video you watch, there's a lot of information on it. Some people are saying to take the whole front off. Don't do that. You can get through the wheel well, which I can show you. Okay, so wheel off, wheel well off. It gives you this nice little hole. Starter, or the alternator, sits right here. Okay, so I took off my air tubes so I could get to the belt tensioner, which is right here. Took a bunch of pictures so I could see everything, and then took it off, right? Already took it to AZ. I already had this one sitting here, but I wanted to check it anyway. There are 2 bolts that hold this sucker into place. Big old long one that runs through right here. That is a 14 mil, and then a 12 that sits on the bottom, which threads in right here. Now, when you look at it, there's a... I wanted to get you guys better light, and I think I took all my lights in the house. There's a bottom bar right there. You can see it, kind of. That right there is that where that single goes into, and then the longer one is literally going to go almost directly below this bolt right here, which you can't see because my big ass hand's in the way. Right, that bolt. The other one goes right there. Both of which are relatively easy to get to from right here. Top bolt, I put a breaker bar on. I popped it from the top, worked it through, good to go. The only problem that I have found with doing this is, same as always, they made the cables about an inch shorter than they needed to be to do anything. But if I rotate to the back, which is just right on the other side of the housing, I can get to everything, right? They still give you no room. I played a game when I took this off, how many times I was going to drop my wrench in order to get the nut off of the main line here. But like, comes right off, right? Another little clip, count it real fast, right? So tire, wheel well, and it's right there. Not a whole lot of problems. I'm pretty sure the bolt on this alternator was a 12. Looks like a 12. Sorry, I should have looked beforehand. Looks like a 12. Okay. That's a starter, or that's the alternator. Sorry, I have a starter on my brain because I have to do that next on a different car. Alternator, there you go. Disclaimer on the beginning of the video to make my wife happy. If this helped you, that'd be cool. You know, do your thing. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to ask. I will do my very best to try to answer as many of these as I possibly can. Yes, this is extremely dirty. Yes, I plan on cleaning it before I put everything back together. Have a great day. So my wife watches most of these videos, mostly because I make her. But so she also helps me kind of like figure out like how I'm saying things and translate it into more English other than pointy thing, sharp thing, stay away from hot thing. Even though I think most people, when you're working on a car, if I say hot thing, stay away, they're gonna be like, okay. Anywho, should get a laser pointer. I don't have one yet. So new alternator. Bolt for this tensioner is right there. This bolt, which you can kind of see right there, that is for the alternator itself. It's this bolt in the bottom. That is that long bolt. This bolt right there attaches to an arm. That arm is what the other bolt, that little small one, attaches to. That is a 12 mil. So there is tension holding the alternator in place, right? So what you're gonna have to do is when you go to put this in, you're gonna have to loosen this bolt, which is a 12 millimeter. I didn't take it all the way out, I just loosened it. Put the bottom bolt in the alternator, pull the whole thing up, connect the top, tighten it all down. If you follow this down, there's a bevel inside the block, or inside the, well, yeah, the block. It's gonna sit in, so that's when you know it's gonna be tight. I do not have enough light out here to be able to show you 100% what I'm talking about, but you can kind of see it from there. So that bolt, loosen, 12 mil, connects to the arm, connect that bolt, come back over here, run that bolt in, that one right there, then you're good to go. I am very glad that I took out the air box, because you need the space to do everything, because you can do everything from up top by socket. You can do everything from up top really, really well. Once it's in place, you're good to go, and then just do it from up here. Small little bolt I had to do from the bottom or from the wheel well. Top bolts I did from all up here. I've seen a couple videos online talking about how this is like a multi-hour job. The hardest thing about getting it out was the fact that I really had to pee when I started, and I was on a roll, so I kept going. Hardest part about getting it in is I keep tearing my gloves. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to put this belt back on and see what happens. Okay, so when I took this out, at the very top, there's the alternator has a tab that goes like this, right? So there's a piece of metal right here, bolt goes through. That would not let go when I took this out. So I thought it was going to fight me to go back in. Nope, popped right in. First bolt's in, you know, so we're good. I'm going to double check the connectors, get that in place. Bottom bolt, tighten everything up, double check it all, belt tensioner, good to go.